All right, and
We're gonna
we
have something
are
to
live. And y'all in the chat, how y'all doing? And the wife says this is gonna be a damn good show, but I don't know what she has up her sleeve. I don't know. All right, who do we got? We got Polar
That's
Bear
right,
FPA TVs.
Got Miss Bachi.
Hibachi, how you doing? Oh Lordy, Lisa Ann, how you doing?
Hi,
Breezy,
Lisa.
how you doing?
Lisa
Bocce-
Ann and Bruce.
Bocce's stuck in the ads, so you might as well just wait a little bit to say
Stuck in
hi.
the ads.
Yeah, I had to mute
Hey,
the.
Mater.
Mater's workshops in.
Hey, Mater.
Hey, Ben.
Boy, it sure was a beautiful day today. 87 degrees here.
It was in the 80s here too, but I laid here and I could not get up. Last night I couldn't sleep, and then today I just wanted to lay on the couch and snooze all day. Hey,
Yeah.
Lisa and Breezy.
How'd fishing go?
What's that?
How'd fishing go?
We did not go.
Didn't go.
Didn't go.
We're gonna go in the morning.
We're gonna go in the morning because I almost forgot. Hey, how you doing, Ben's workshop?
Hey, Ben.
Tomorrow
Hey, Ben.
is Mrs. Twisted's birthday. So we're going to the lake.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well,
Or should we walk down the aisle going
There you go.
like Shawnee's does?
There you go. But everybody in the chat, wish Mrs. Twisted a happy birthday. Tomorrow's her birthday.
oh my.
Happy birthday, baby. Hey, Cassie, how you doing?
We're gonna need to go fishing in the morning.
Hey, Casey.
What, did that 4 hours of work tire you out today or what?
Yes. We were busy for a change. Hey, you got Mater in the basement.
Okay, hold on. Just everybody hold your thing. Okay.
What?
It is now playing on Rumble. I just got the notification.
Oh.
We're over there. Okay. And I got somebody in the basement. Let's see. Mater, can you hear me? Now either you be good or I'm gonna put you in the box.
Hey, Susan.
And there's Mater.
Oh, he's
I'll
got
try.
back in the box.
I mean, right now with Crystal not here, I'm a little bit on the wild side.
Oh no, we got to get you caged up.
It wasn't his fault. He was unsupervised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's kind of like Ed all the time.
Oh Lordy.
What's up, Ben?
Hi, Susan. And
So-
thank you.
What ought everybody do today in this heat? Anything?
I mowed lawn,
Mowed the lawn.
worked in the shop.
Yep, I did a whole lot, man.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I went and took a nap.
I did laundry. I did that too.
That's what I did was slept all day.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to kick that AC on and just. It's mighty hot out there, but boy, it sure felt good relaxing.
What
I
movie
did-
did you watch Inside Your Eyelids?
What's that?
So, what movie did you watch on the inside of your eyelids then?
None. He didn't have
I don't
no
remember.
movie on. I came home from work and he said, sounds like a nap.
Yep.
And off he went to bed.
She's calling tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. to wake you up, Sandy.
I don't care. I'm usually awake anyhow.
I said, I got home from breakfast. I watched Nate's live stream where he's working on his C10 a little bit. And then I went out to the garage, realized I had laundry to do, so come back in, threw some laundry in the washing machine, went back out to the garage. Neighbor started mowing his grass, so I got my tractor out. Amazingly, the thing fired right up, backed right up to the garage, filled it up with fuel, blew all the mouse nests out of it, put air in the one front tire, and unmowed the lawn.
Yeah, Bocce, I did that yesterday too, and guess what? I'll bet you I do it again tomorrow.
You're gonna be fishing. Oh yeah, you'll have to take a nap after we get home. You'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
worn out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I did was I got that little gate and everything. I had to, after getting it all built last night, took it in, and Delia didn't read my tape measure correctly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Did you cut twice, measure once?
You know what? I did look at that video, Mater. Do you think
which one?
of the gate you put up? I think your mom's going to try to climb over that.
No, she didn't try climbing over. She's trying to find a way of getting through it.
That'll be the next resort, climbing over, because I think you should have went a little bit higher.
Well, that thing is 36 inches tall?
Uh-huh.
No. She's not going to climb over it.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I would have put a door there and a lock.
He's got a door there. It's a gate he made.
No, I mean a regular door.
That's a 5-foot wide opening through there.
Yeah. That's a big opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that today.
And like I said, I'm doing it all out of the all that free wood I get from work.
Uh-huh.
What I want to do is in the bathroom, the cabinet for the sink. It's kind of falling apart because it was made out of that pressed wood,
Right.
Yeah.
glue. And what I want to do is I want to take the wood and take my router and do like a glue setup and get several of them side by side, get them glued, clamped, and everything, and then get me a planer and get them all planed down to one thickness, and then build it all from scratch with that.
Right, right.
There you go.
Oh, boy. Bocce's posting some junk in there. Oh, Lordy.
That's a good one, Bocce. That's
Oh gosh.
I'm not even going to say the word.
I don't know. I believe it's these Chinese tape measures these days. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't. I mean, they lie to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the way it is. If you look at your 1 inch, it's only actually 3/4.
Yeah.
Look at
Mine
the very
was-
top.
I'm gonna say mine must be Pennsylvania. It says Pittsburgh on it.
Oh, there ain't nothing good about Pittsburgh.
And it looks like Scott Keller just got out of jail.
Oh,
If I
Yeah,
miss
I'll
Ben,
do
hi
that.
Ben.
Can't argue with them people, Scott. The clink is coming.
so happy birthday, Sandy.
You're welcome. Thank you. And it's not yet. It's not until tomorrow.
Okay, happy early birthday then.
Midnight tonight. Get technical.
I'll be sleeping before midnight tonight.
I'm glad
Well,
to think so.
12:01. Her phone's gonna be blowing up.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll have to wake her up to see if she was sleeping just to tell her happy birthday.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
I want to be the first to tell her.
Yeah. You be out sleeping before
And,
me.
and you'll hear the same thing you always hear. Roll over, old man, and quit poking me.
Uh-huh.
I better go get the dog in.
But Mark, since you done warned her, you better watch out. That dog, she had a dog in the bed with her, and you be sleeping on the couch.
No, that's one thing that don't fly here.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, something I was going to ask you on that V twin that got donated to you.
Uh-huh.
The electronic ignition. How is that?
It's awesome.
Compared to the coil style system.
It's the best setup you would ever see and a lot easier to adjust and tune in.
Night and day.
Yep, all by a crank trigger.
You
Okay,
can
so
you
does
can
it supply a hotter spark or?
Yes, 80,000 watt or 80,000 volts per coil, and there's 2 of them on that motor.
right.
Okay.
And the best thing about it is you can static time it without the engine running. Use a multimeter
Yes.
just to because all it is a magnetic switch. It closes when that magnet goes by.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can put your dial in, put your help me out there, Mark. That big wheel thing I got.
Oh, I got one of those.
The big
degree
degree
wheel.
the degree wheel. Bring your motor up top dead center, put your degree wheel on it, set your magnet, turn it, and when that switch closes, you can set that magnet to where you want because the timing is going to be static anyways, no matter if it's motor's running or not.
Right.
So you can set your static timing without the motor running, fire it up, put your test light on it, or your timing light on it, make sure you're at where you want. If it's not, you stop it, loosen those 2 set screws, you bump it just a hair, tighten it back down, start it back up, static time it, and you're good to go.
So how expensive are they?
$200-300.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No.
Who makes them?
What's that?
Who makes them?
Zach Kerber makes them. Midwest Super Cub makes them. And there's another guy out there. I can't remember what his shop's name is. He makes one. It's all based off of a I forget what motorcycle it is now. It's a European motorcycle. It's all based off of that because that's what they've used for 100 years. Ever since they were making motorcycles. It's like a Hall effects sensor.
It's not. Is it a what BSA?
I can't remember which one it is now.
Uh-oh. It's freezing up.
Yep, you're freezing up, Ed.
I am?
Not now. Cleared up.
Okay.
But heck, it could have been me too. I don't know.
Hey,
So you
Jeff.
said it's based on a European motorcycle, but you don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it is now.
Now
They would-
I was gonna say, are they designed nothing but for the Cub Cadet engines, or can they be
You
on
can
any twin?
you can put it on any twin engine out there.
You can put it on any twin engine that's a 90-degree V.
Yeah.
Your brakes are 90s, Kohlers are 90s. I'm not sure about the Predator motors if they're 90s or not, but even if they're not, you can adjust those sensors. If it's a 85-degree motor, you can adjust those sensors. You just have to re-drill your holes for it and move the sensors.
Right. You
That's
can
what-
pretty much make your own bracket for that setup for what you are trying to do to get the degree that you want.
That's what I was thinking about, is getting that for that Predator 670 I'm going to build. Because I'd like to, have definitely a hotter spark, especially since the kind of compression and everything I'm going to be looking at, especially with putting a blower on it. Definitely going to need a hotter spark.
Well,
Right. And nothing against Midwest Super Cub. They make awesome stuff. But if I was going to do one to modify, I would get the Kerber, Zach Kerber machine and design. His is only a half a circle instead of the full. So it'd be easier to modify to put your holes in rather than having all 4.
All right.
Right.
Hey, how come Bocce's got to pay you to be her friend?
Hey, let me put it this way, Jeff. Pimping ain't cheap. That costs you money, man.
Hi, Delisa.
Hey, there's
There's
Lisa.
Lisa.
How you doing?
I just noticed her sitting there. I was
Me
gonna say
too.
she wasn't there a little bit ago.
I thought it was actually a scarecrow or something there.
She likes him today.
That's a good one.
I got that attention quick too. I seen that.
Just that kind of
I'll
person.
send you pictures of her well.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's Wayne. How you doing, Wayne? I didn't get you come in.
Wayne's
Oh,
been
Wayne.
in.
Yeah,
Well, that is definitely going to be a monster motor there. Ed, what kind of horsepower would y'all be actually be pushing out? Y'all figured about what kind of horsepower to be?
Well, we're figuring over 100.
That's why I tease you about you have more horsepower than that, and you will your truck. So
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
size is that engine going to wind up being?
it's a 25.
It's a 25 horsepower block.
I know, but I'm saying what size? What like CC?
That cannot be disclosed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
It's
calling
bigger
it
than a
a
moped.
we're calling it a 50 cubic inch.
No, we're not even calling it that big.
Or no, 48.
48.
Bigger than a moped.
yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Mason.
Then answer this. Then what's the stock size of a Cub Cadet V twin?
Hi, Backwoods.
A
Look it
25
up.
is a 46.5 cubic inch.
Yes. On a stock engine.
Yeah.
Right.
Motor.
Is Willie
See, I know.
Find out phone and Google it.
Close.
do it?
I'm saying I know that's information I know you can disclose.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Willie? Good to see you.
Willie and Backwoods boys.
Yep, Backwood boy. How you doing?
Hi, backwoods boy. But yeah, I've never actually figured up the CC with the bore, the stroke, and the head, what size heads are on it. So
Right. All right. Now I don't know if something that Ed you would know, or if it'd be Mark.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could be.
Or it
Hey,
could be neither.
it could be Daryl. Daryl might know the answer on it. Okay. I
One
want
of
to
my
change
top
up.
liver here.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I can't forget Jeff.
He did.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff who?
See,
Now. Jeff. Hey, Jeff might even know. He might be the only one.
Okay, what is the question?
Okay, I've got a cylinder head, and
Yeah.
it's got 27 millimeter valve on the intake. I want to go bigger. So where would I get the valve seats at?
Okay, first off, what are you talking about? What motor?
The Predator 224.
Predator 224. Zach Gerber. That would be your go-to guy for that setup.
Okay. Because I can get 32 millimeter valves, but I know for a fact that the valve will go in the head.
Any
It won't
machine
fit
shop,
the seat.
any machine shop should be able to get you close to a valve seat and turn it to fit. Any good machine shop.
All right. Right now, I've got one of those kind of flying insects that when they give you a kiss, it hurts. And he's flying around way up here. So I got something I'm going to give him a bath with. Give him
is it black and white?
kind of black and red.
Black and red.
Yeah.
The wasps are out here today.
And he's wanting to stay way up there.
It's gonna make you work for it.
As long as he stays away from me, I'll be happy. All right. So basically, once I take this head to a machine shop, they can get that all done.
You take it to a machine shop, you have them get you a set of do the guides and everything, valve seats. Make sure you get a 3-angle valve grind done on the valves.
Oh yeah.
Well, it has to be an automotive machine shop,
Yes,
not just a regular machine shop that does production work.
right.
I had a guy take a head to a machine shop, and they're like, we can't do that shit without the, so you have to take it to some place that does
Does
heads and
high
stuff like that.
performance.
Yeah.
And there's not many of them left, is there?
Right.
I got one that's about 25 minutes away from here, and the main engine this guy builds is sprint car engines.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he builds about anywhere from 75 to, there's about 75 to 100 sprint cars around the nation. He builds engines for them.
Right. Right.
And those
Sprint
engines
cars?
and those things are what, about $75,000?
Yeah, you can take them heads to any good machinist, and they'll be able to do it up. But you also have to remember, on those heads, that's where the horsepower comes from. It's all in the heads and the flow of them heads.
Oh, yeah.
But not only can you have a place do the heads, but make sure you ask them, can you flow these heads? So you know what they're flowing.
Right. And that way I can also determine what would be the best camshaft to get for that engine, too.
Camshaft is totally different ball game than them heads. You decide what you want to go with, if it's going to be a roller motor or what have you.
Right. Well, this, like I said, this is at Predator 224.
Right.
I'm not going to be going with the stock piston. I mean, this thing is going to be getting totally built up.
Well, like I said, the guy you would want to get hold of is Zach Gerber. He makes aftermarket cams. He has all that stuff for the Predator motors.
I posted a link to his website in the
Yes.
chat.
Okay.
That would be the guy. You can get your pistons, your cam, your stuff for your heads, valve seats. You can get pretty much everything. The counterbalance weights, everything. He handles all that for that.
Well, one thing I like about this engine is there's no counterbalance, shaft. It's just you got the crank, you got the cam. That's it. There's no counterbalance.
There's not enough room to put a counterbalance on it.
Well, you got the counterbalance is actually on the crankshaft.
No, that would be a flywheel.
Well,
And there's Shaggy Rifleman. How you doing?
what's up, Shaggy?
How'd everybody have fun today?
It was nice and warm.
Oh, it was here too.
Yep.
All right. So here's the engine.
Right.
Okay. Like I said, I still got the crank and everything. I pulled the cam out because the cam goes in right here. Okay. And unfortunately, they use a plastic gear for it. But like I said, there's no counter. You got the counterbalance just here on the crankshaft.
Okay. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right on the end of it. Right on the end of your crank. Okay.
After
Okay.
you have it all back together.
After you have it all back together, they sell a counterweight to stick right on the end of the crank to make a hay baler effect to keep that motor turning RPMs.
Okay. Because this
on
is
the
where the flywheel goes.
Yes. And the counterbalance goes on your other end.
On the output
Yeah.
shaft here. Okay.
Yes.
Because I know that's where the CVT
Uh-huh.
torque converter would go.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to get that built up to go on mini bike, because down here at the dirt track they're going to be having another mini bike race in the fall,
Uh-huh.
a little endurance race, and I wouldn't mind having something like that built up. But I mean,
Well,
what gets me,
Well, if you're gonna mini bike race it, then you're going to want to go with a light flywheel or the aluminum ones, so you can rev it up and it'll drop down and you can rev it right back up.
For
Yeah,
quick
put a heavy-
response pickup.
Right. If you put the heavy flywheel on it, it'll come up, but it's going to stay up and gradually come back down.
Yes.
Of course, like I said, now here's the camshaft.
Uh-huh.
It's a steel one, but they got this nylon plastic gear on the end for that engine. Whereas of course, it does have the
Go to that link that is in the chat,
okay.
and you will find steel. If there is steel for that motor, I guarantee that fella will have it.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, this link. Is it just the machine.com, or you got to go with the / Zach Gerber machine too?
No, just the ZachKerberMachine.com
Okay.
or ZKB
Yeah,
or
CKBR.
machine.com.
All right. I had to write it down because I can't get it off of here when I'm on a big screen. Unless I go back to the regular chat.
You can't open up another link by clicking on it, Jeff, and then just close that link and go back to it later?
No.
Won't let you?
Nope. Not unless I drop out of here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
computer's
working on it.
the operator here, you know.
Yep.
Now there is another guy, and I want to say he's either on Instagram or Facebook. He does heads and stuff for those Predator motors, and that's all he does is build those heads. But I can't remember what the guy's name is right now. Because I talked to him about doing a set of command heads. He's never done one, but he said he would give it a try. Well, I'm not gonna send a set of heads to somebody to try.
Right.
You know, not unless they're gonna do them for free. I'm not gonna pay to have them done and have set of junk heads.
Well, I
Exactly.
got a guy down the street here that builds race car engines.
Well, it doesn't seem like he has anything for Predator.
Who's that?
Zach,
Yeah.
you may have to message him on Facebook to find out, because I know a lot of his stuff is not on his website anymore. He don't even have a phone number on his website anymore, because he was spending more time on the phone because he's a one-man shop.
Yep. Send him an email.
Email, or the way I got a hold of him is I PM'd him on Facebook. I friended him on Facebook. They have a business account on Facebook, and then I sent him a private message on Facebook, and they responded within a day.
I'm sending him an email right now.
If anybody would have stuff for that would be the guy, because he was big into that for
A while when they first came
Yeah.
out.
quite some time.
Right, but like I said, he's a one-man shop, so he took his phone number off because he was spending more time talking to people on the phone than he was machining stuff. Right. So he can do his private messages and stuff in his off time.
All right.
And Ed, if he's looking for a cam, you might want to drop Hackman. Hackman might be able to make a cam.
Because I know there's one place out there that there's a company, they actually specialize in the Predator 670.
All right, Shaggy, thanks for stopping by.
Good night, Shaggy.
Geez, years ago, we used to have a boatload of machine shops around here. Now I think there's only one left.
That's kind of the way it is with Jeff. People had to work. People people don't want to work anymore. I don't know. It just seems like all the machine shops and everything else is basically closed down anymore in local chip machine shops anyway. And down where I used to live in South Carolina, there used to be a guy that the local machine shop. He was go to for racing for them drag cars and stuff like that. But since he died out, then there ain't really nobody down there that's any good at it.
Yep, it doesn't matter what type of engine you build. You're only as good as what the machinist is. You got a really good machinist, you're going to have something there to work with.
Yeah.
No, I know the guy down the street out here there. I know he builds engines, and I'm assuming he's got a machine shop. I never been in there, but every now and then you'll hear him pull one outside there, and you can hear him just rip into it for a couple seconds.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he's got a shitload of like the hauler trucks, I guess from different teams. It's always parked out there in the back.
All right.
And no, I didn't go look at that short bed today because that guy never ever messaged me back. I called him 3-4 times, and all I got was the mailbox is full.
What are you looking for? A full size truck, Jeff?
Yeah, kind of.
I saw on my marketplace near me a full size. I think it was I want to say a '78 Dodge Power Wagon with a dump steak bed on it.
I didn't see that.
What's that?
Would you be Binghamton or no?
Yes, Binghamton, Meyer Corning.
I didn't really look down it too far.
Well,
I knew
they
you'd get a
want
lot-
they want $4,000 for that truck. I
Uh-huh.
said, dang, that's a Jeff truck. The cab looked great.
What'd you find it on?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see it. I know the
Look
one.
on
The one I
Type
the
in
one
on
I was
Meyer
gonna-
Corning Craigslist. A Meyer Corning Craigslist on Facebook.
Oh. I know Craigslist started to piss me off because you get all these dealers just swamp the shit out of it with their
Well,
inventory.
oh yeah. This is called on Meyer Corning Craigslist on Facebook Marketplace. But I saw that. I said, damn, that looks like something you would be interested in.
Well, the short bed was on Craigslist, so guess what? It ain't on there now because I kind of got a little bit pissed today after I called them the 4th time and I was waiting for them to email me back or something. I said, you know what? I went to it and I hit the little red flag and said, have a nice day. That's why you've been on here 26 weeks. And the other young dumb with the 97 Ford over in Hackettstown, he messaged me last night that he'd be home about 5 o'clock tonight. Messaged me when I'm on my way and he told me how to get there. I never heard nothing from him. So I said, okay, that's another one down.
Yeah, I hate that when they'll say they'll come and get the messenger or something, and that's their polite way of saying it's already sold, but we're too lazy to tell you.
Or it never existed anyway.
Well, no,
Yeah,
Craigslist and on Facebook Marketplace. And usually, if it just
At least wake up.
I'm looking at my phone.
Is there anybody
Look like
on
yours.
your phone?
Look like you're sleeping. Had your head down.
It's all
I
right.
got the 7/8 that's up in Connecticut. I messaged him this morning and asked him for more pictures. 3 minutes later, he had me a whole boatload of pictures, front, back, inside, and under the hood.
Uh-huh.
I just wish it wasn't up in Connecticut. 'Cause I might just
I,
go with that one.
Yeah, that Dodge actually, it was the old Spotlight Power Wagon, but it was red with I believe it was red. I don't know, I'm colorblind, but it nice steak body on it. It was dump bed.
And how much you say they were asking for it?
I think it was 40, either about $4,000. I think it was.
See, what happened in the old days when you could buy any kind of car or truck for less than $500?
That went out about 20 years ago, Mayor.
Hey, I paid like $700 for my '97, and that was auction.
Yeah.
And that was about 8 years ago.
What happened to days when people were human beings, Maynard?
That went out in the last century.
I haven't paid a penny for my last 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Did they pay you to take them, Ed?
No, he's just
No,
collecting
yeah.
insurance.
Damn near.
What's that?
I said damn near. Well, I take that back. Take it back. My red Dodge. Technically, I didn't pay anything, but it was $1,200 to have the transmission rebuilt when I got it back from my brother. So it was my dad's truck, and he blew the transmission out of it and didn't tell nobody. Just said he was done driving it. So my dad gave it to me.
Yeah, he was done driving it.
Yeah, I went to pick it up, and it didn't have first gear.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I seen a bunch of little Fords on there today. I was cruising through. There's a bunch of little 2-wheel drive 350s, but when you start looking into them, anything under about $8,000, you already know what you're going to be looking at.
Oh yeah.
The one I thought
Once in a
looked
while.
pretty good until I started looking at the pictures. It's like, yeah, okay, see ya.
Once in a while, you get people that ain't idiots and try and get $50,000 out of something that's 20 years old.
Yeah, it don't happen much.
Yeah, I've seen a guy.
You know, I don't care.
He got a post on Facebook Marketplace down here. He was wanting, I think, $18,000 for a truck from back in the '70s. I looked at it. I'm going, that truck ain't worth it.
Yeah. But you know, you can pretty much tell that by how long it's been listed. And then ask yourself, still, I looked at trucks that was worth about $500 that they wanted $7,000 for.
We got one.
You know what's stupid?
Yeah.
You can buy a square body. You can buy like a square body Chevy. That's actually the current, what I call the current classic Chevy truck. It's more, as far as the classic models. Okay. You can build one from scratch for less than 10 grand.
I know where there's a nice Chevy 4x4 for sale for about $5,000. I mean, it's in decent shape. It comes with a new cab, I think a new bed. The front fenders, the hood and grill front clip's still good on it. All the interior is good on it. You just got to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
What
those
year is
Tinker toys.
It's a square body, so it'd be like early 80s.
Well, they made the square body from 1973 to 87.
It's an
First
80s.
Okay.
It's got the square headlights in it.
Okay. 73. Yeah. 73, 79 was round. 81 to 86 was rectangular. And then 86 was the last year of the carburetor. 87 was the first year of the fuel injection.
And it's actually a carbureted. It's a 3/4 ton. Guy I work with, he bought a truck and was redoing it for a nice square body truck. This one come up, it was sitting in a field. That guy had bought it to redo the same thing a few years earlier. He just wanted it out of his field, so the guy drug it out of the field, drug it home with plans on using parts from it for his other truck. All the parts that come with his other truck were in better shape than the one he bought. And he's got $5,000 in it. He said, I'll sell it for $5,000 the way it sits.
Wow.
Is it an 8-foot bed or a short bed?
It's a long bed. He won't own a long bed or a short bed.
Man of my own heart, where's it at? I'm serious. Send me. Can you get me pictures of that, Ed? Because I want to build another truck.
I'll see if I can or not. It might be in a couple different locations.
I don't care. If it's a square body, I don't even want the motor in. Hell, I'll let you add the motor. Find your feet.
I don't need the motor, but I'll see if I'll double check to make sure he still has it. That was like about a month and a half ago that he said he told me exactly what he had in it.
But most likely that's
probably,
probably still around.
I was gonna say you could probably use that engine.
I have no use for it.
Well, I can tell you exactly what would be perfect use for that engine. Boat anchor.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
You know what's funny, Evander?
What?
Like I said, more registered Chevrolets on the road than any maker model.
You know, the whole reason he built a square body is because he wanted a carbureted motor. He wanted no fuel injection or anything like that. If I was doing it, it would have an 6-liter LS in it.
I would like to do a Cub Cadet tractor with the LS in it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Believe it or not, I want to build a fuel injected 4.3. I do. I like the 4.3. They're a good motor.
Yeah. I like the 5.3s and the 6.0s, 6.7.
Yep.
You remember back years ago in the 70s when they first started the monster trucks?
Uh-huh.
One of the first ones out there was King Kong. It was a
Nope.
It was a
Bigfoot.
Kong coming before, both at the same time, but Kong came with a 1160 Cat in it. The guy had it set up with a turbo and a 5-speed. I had that magazine for the longest time just because it had that little V8 Cat in it. And they said that thing originally it would kick the snot out of Bigfoot back then.
Wow.
I know that years ago out there at the dirt track, we had a monster truck come out called I think Awesome Kong, and he was running a Allison V12 in it. That was something to see.
I still think we ought to do a Mac with the shit. I can't remember what the hell that motor is now. It's not the Mac motor.
Detroit?
Yeah, it's a Detroit, but I can't remember which one it is. That green truck. That green, yeah, 2-stroke. That green truck I show you pictures of, Mark. That 4-wheel drive.
Uh-huh.
That's a Detroit in that thing, but I cannot remember which one it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
That thing is bad.
What's the guy? The 12 V71?
I think it is.
Yeah. Or you can do like Colton Cope had.
Yeah.
That one he had. You know, I was going to go to Dairy Queen before this thing started, and I realized I didn't have time.
Okay. It's only chance Lisa's got. You want to buy ice cream?
He said she can go right for the stream she's going. So
There you go.
Get a nice superliner and get the E9 500. Get that thing set up to the Australian specs. You ain't gonna touch that.
Colton Cope had the V8 in his tractor, and at the end of the track, his exhaust manifold would be glowing red.
Shit, my little Kohler was doing that when I first got it. It was sitting in the garage there, crank it up to about half throttle, give it about 15 seconds, and that whole thing all the way down was glowing red.
It was ready to go to the polls, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the kind of pulls I want to take it to.
He had to end up like Mark's last motor with the see-through window in it.
Pretty much.
Inspection window.
No sweets in Lisa's apartment. Lisa says no sweets in the apartment.
Is Dairy Queen on their summer hours now?
Yes.
Awesome.
You're going as soon as the stream's over.
Would you remember?
Well, McDonald's ice cream machine's always broke, so
Really?
Bro.
every time I
I
go
didn't
to
know
get a
McDonald's had
chocolate,
ice cream.
Yeah, they do.
Every time I go to get a chocolate milkshake, the ice cream machine's always broke.
Wow.
I use that.
More money, huh?
I'll just drive across town and get me my Dairy Queen one.
Yep.
Well, you don't
Both
want to
bases, both are good.
I sure can't afford Sonic. Heck, I stopped in there and it was $7 for a daggum large shake the other week. I said,
Wow.
holy.
I've never got to Dairy off to a Sonic yet. I've never been to one of them.
Really?
I've been to them a few times. There's one up on Easton Street I go to, but it's almost 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
There's one in Canton, but we've never stopped at it.
Well, like when I go to Canton, like over to Belton or whatever, I go across Easton Street. It's right there by the college or university. I mean, they're good ice cream, good food, but I'm not going to drive 40 minutes for ice cream.
No.
40 minutes. Hell, I drove 2 days for a steak out in Texas.
Well, and you think about it, yeah, you did.
Well, you drove 3 days to get alligator bits too there, Mark. So,
Yep.
When you think about it, yeah, you did.
Yeah. I may be a fat kid, but I'm not driving 40 minutes just for a milkshake. There's closer ones.
No.
You can make
It's
your
like the
own
one-
quicker.
I can go to the grocery store, buy the ice cream, buy the milk and all the toppings and stuff, and come home and make one quicker than I can
Yeah.
drive over there. Now, Taggart's, I'll drive the Taggart's and get some ice cream.
Tigers do have good ice cream.
I've never been there.
Oh.
Yeah, I had chicken at the house about you.
They opened up the farm stand down the street. I stopped there yesterday and it's open now. The only thing is that one doesn't have ice cream. I picked me up a pack of bacon, a steak, a brand new chocolate milk.
That's what I didn't get at the store the other day when I was there was chocolate milk.
Yeah, I had chocolate milk with my spread of wheat this morning.
Actually, I was really surprised that she brought me an ice cream home because I haven't had ice cream since my sugar went through the
But
ceiling.
your sugar's been good, so I figured you were
Oh,
okay.
Well, there you go. It's done now.
I got an attaboy ice cream. That's what it is.
I got him a small Sunday, no
That's
large.
That's the
Don't
sugar
look very
free.
small from here.
That's the sugar free diabetic.
Small.
That's their small.
Yeah.
This ain't a large. Usually I get a large. My large is about the size of that coffee cup.
Or a banana split, and it's
Yeah.
huge.
Well, I usually get a large chocolate hot fudge sundae and a large chocolate milkshake.
Ooh.
Now I sit in the parking lot and eat my hot fudge sundae because they melt too quick, and then I bring my milkshake home.
Yep.
I went to Brahms last night for dinner, and I brought home 2 mint chocolate chip shakes. One for me, one for Crystal.
But I can't.
Now, who do we got?
I gotta have some stuff. I can't be perfect all the time. I gotta get out.
What do we got going?
Boys, you just stepped into something I could have said.
Yeah, I have to have a cheat day one day a week at least.
At least.
I only cheat on days that end in Y.
That's a good one.
Why not?
So, but yeah, it surprised me though, Mark. I thought I was going to have to drag the battery charger and stuff out down to the bottom shed and get that thing all charged up and everything.
Uh-huh.
I got in there, put it in neutral, backed it out, jumped on it, hit the key, and the thing fired right up.
Did you ever put points in that?
Oh, that's that old Craftsman I got, that free one.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I've been mowing with.
Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
Mine, I left that lawnmower set outside all winter long in the snow, everything not covered up or anything. Went out there and hit the key.
Hey, look, there's the Barbie car.
I don't see no Barbie car. I don't know what you're talking about. I see a town court judge. You can read my lips.
The only thing I had to do was pull it up to the garage, put air in the one tire. It wasn't completely flat, it was just a little low.
Mm-hmm.
And take the blower and blow the mouse house out from underneath the cover. But they always build them underneath that blower housing every year.
No, Jeff. That ain't no Barbie car. That's pure sexiness right there, buddy.
The
Where?
Barbie car.
Yeah, whatever. I look at it this way, Jeff. That car costs more than your house. So whatever you want, buddy.
Well, anyway,
And maybe I'll buy a new. Maybe I'll buy a new one.
to get back to sectionless, you guys quit looking at all that car and shit. It's all right here.
Nah.
End of the story.
You're
There's
right.
nothing to say.
Hey, I love my.
You can't even argue that. You may as well forget it.
I think
Yeah,
somebody needs to
you're
clean
right.
the mirror he's looking in big time.
What? Yeah, what? Yeah, Mark, you're not sexy.
I'm dead sexy.
I'm even too sexy for this damn shirt.
Yeah. You're dreaming.
Like I said, you can't argue it, Bricks. You may as well forget it. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
This keeps up.
Wait.
I'm getting this shovel out for all the fertilizers getting spread.
Well, put
Yeah,
this
really,
way.
I'm gonna have to go put my boot on.
Yeah.
Put this way. When, next week when I go to court with that guy up there at the corner, I'll show you. I'm gonna watch me take his robe, and he's gonna regret he saw my name.
It might be
Was that a Volvo truck I just seen?
A what?
I just seen a Volvo.
You didn't see no Volvo. You saw a freight shaker.
That's
We
right
don't
there,
look
buddy.
at them anymore.
Right there. Look it. I got the Freightliner fever right there. Freight shaker
Well, they all
101.
look the same anymore.
And we got a town court justice that lives right there at that corner that don't like this truck. As you guys notice, the old freight shaker, the big bopper, whatever you want to call it, is still right here, right in front of the big old house.
Yeah, but it looks like
They
it's more
brought
than a foot. Looks like it's more than a foot off the curb, and they can give you a ticket for that.
No, there ain't no curb. That's my front. That's my yard, and I can park it anywhere I want. This is a dead end street with no weight ton limit. He tried towing it today. I put that Toyota truck in front, that Audi behind it, and I buried that Suzuki on the sidewalk. They didn't touch it. The tow truck guy gave up and left.
Oh, geez.
Maybe
This guy with the 97 truck another shot or go with the 78.
maybe this picture of the statue of Jeff scared him off.
Let me ask you
Ain't
this.
that you, Jeff? But when you were younger,
Is any of them even replying back to you, Jeff, on that?
Well, the guy at the 897 didn't. And the only reason I really want that one is because it's automatic, because we know the problem I have.
Right.
And I'm thinking that'll run on the highway faster than the 78 will. So if I
Right.
wanted to go buy another tractor, it wouldn't take me so long to get there and back.
Right, because the standard shift is probably going to be pretty well gear bound for the year.
Yeah.
For the now and day
It's going to be like running the White Ford.
Mm-hmm.
I could get there, but it's going to take me longer.
Right.
Although I do like the way the White Ford's going to run now. I already know how that'll run.
Now, do you want to buy a 70s truck and use it as a daily driver?
I had a 70s truck that was running for a daily driver, and I was happy with it.
Yeah, when was that, Jeff?
About 2 years ago until it got wiped out. Then I bought
I would
the
drive one as a
87.
daily driver. Get me a nice RC Cola.
Too sweet. Caramel.
Mhm. Well, you
What's
can-
wrong with driving a 70s truck?
Well, there's nothing wrong with driving the truck, but the 70s truck, contrary to popular belief, they might be, the metal is no thicker, but they were also, most of the 70s truck from like 72 right up until almost 80 were made with recycled steel, and they rust like water when you hit them with salt.
Oh, and you think these new trucks don't?
Not as bad as 70s. You know, Brandon, I'm not painting my car Barbie pink because they only made 1,200 of those cars that color, and only like 300 were brought to this country. Sorry, not doing it.
Brandon, you ain't got everything moved yet, Brandon?
Where's he moving to?
He's moving to the east side of Texas, I believe.
Oh,
Cinnamon. Oh, shit, you didn't even move the horse yet then. That was that little pony that was guarding the place when we was walking around
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's the short horse.
Yeah.
Well, if he's one of those short horses, he put him in the back seat of the car then.
Yeah.
I seen the guy on television here. He had a car that he made that he hauled his little horse around in.
Oh, I believe it.
Took the front seat out of it, and the little convertible just took the front seat out of it, and the horse would climb right in it, and they'd take off riding.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon, just put her in the front seat with you.
There you go.
I used to haul a canoe on top of my VW Cabriolet.
Well, that's the one you didn't go airborne, Bruce.
Why is that?
That kayak's liable to little Volkswagen is liable to take it and go airborne.
Yep. Good night, Susan M. Thanks for stopping by.
The VW Cabriolet, it's a little heavy, Mark. I mean, and I only took it down a couple miles down the road. It wasn't that bad.
He had a tailwind. That's why.
No, I wasn't going that far. I only went to the boat launch a couple miles away.
Yeah, but you still probably had a tailwind. That's why it was nosediving, not wanting to lift up.
No, it wasn't nosediving.
Rent one of those little U-Haul trailers, Brandon, and put her in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they do have those vents on top that opens to keep air moving in it.
Yeah. You could ride back there and keep her nice and calm.
He could rent one. Then he could rent one. Or just a cattle trailer, small one.
Yeah, but if he would rent one of them small U-Haul trailers, he could tote it and turn it in on the east side and wouldn't have to worry about it. Hose it out at the car wash and be done.
Yeah. I know for a fact that when I went on vacation 10 plus years ago now, went down to South Carolina for a wedding, my ex and her son and her nephew drove down separate. On the way back, he wrecked his car. He hit a deer. No place would rent him a car because he was only 22 years old. But they'd rent him a little 10-foot box U-Haul.
Yeah, ain't that funny?
Guess what? He got to drive back.
There you
A
go.
U-Haul.
He went to the dealership where they towed the car, took everything all of his personal stuff out of his stereo, everything, threw it all in the back of that U-Haul. Down the road they went.
Yep.
I had a semi breakdown and I think it was Wolfsburg. I can't remember, some town out in Arizona, and the company was willing to pay for a ticket home, a bus ticket home. That's it, no, nothing else. But because I had Mr. Briggs with me, they told me to leave him out there in the shelter. I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening, Mister.
Yeah, Brandon, you'd be better off to get one of them little small U-Hauls. I hauled some cows that way once.
Yeah, we
Two
did.
of them, in fact, because they got them air vents on the tops of them. Pop them air vents open, and away you go. Stop the car wash, hose it out, turn it back in on the other end.
I would just do it at night when it was cooler for her.
Yep.
Yep.
Do it at nighttime.
You don't want to do it in Texas. Do it in Texas with an enclosed trailer, and unless you do it now, don't wait till the summertime gets here because
Right.
that'll be too much. There'll be too much heat in that thing. But
Oh, yeah. Get them air vents open and do it at night. She'll stay nice and cool in there for a ride.
No.
Even stop and open the doors once in a while.
Well, hell, you could even get one of those open top U-Haul trailers,
Yeah.
and she could just let her mane fly in the breeze.
Yep. True.
well, Mark, I think we got to jump off here. I'm gonna go get me a Powerball ticket, and the wife wants to go eat. So.
She wants to go to Dairy Queen, don't she?
No, we ain't got one close enough by.
Daggone. All right. Well, I guess Lisa's not getting no ice cream tonight.
Well, Wendy's has their Frosties, so I mean that's the closest.
Oh, that's artificial stuff. That's not ice cream. That's
Oh,
some
I'd rather
gimmick.
have a Frosty than
No.
what you were eating.
Oh,
All right,
no,
well, y'all have a good one.
no, Lisa, she's one of the friendliest horses you ever want to meet.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
She guard horse.
I'd be more afraid of her than the Rottweiler.
Oh, somebody's dinging.
Bat phone.
Be more afraid of her than a Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool little horse.
Well, when I rented a house one time, on one side of the house, the pasture field come right up to the back patio, the deck, and the guy had two full-size horses, like quarter horses, and a short horse. And I'd feed that thing carrots and everything else right off that back patio.
And he'd be up there waiting all the time.
Yep. It was funny because we'd always get deep snow because there was an open field across from their pasture. And you'd see him standing out there behind the house where it blocked the snow. And then to get down to the barn, the other horses would walk back and forth a bunch of times and get him a path. And his stomach still drug the ground. And he'd go down to the barn and come back up. But the other horses took real good care of him. And they'd make him paths and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right, well, I got you going. That was Crystal. She called saying she's on her way home. And so we got groceries we're going to go get. So I need to get in there and get a few other things done before she gets here.
Yep. All right. We'll see you later. Thanks for
See you
stopping by.
later.
Yeah, and hopefully one of the things I don't have to get is the gas can because she said the low fuel light came on right before she got to the church. And, well, it's about 20 miles or so away from the church to here. So,
Yeah, get your gas can.
yeah, I might.
Definitely.
All right, I'll see y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are past our hour, so we're gonna shut it down and get out of here. Jeff's on his important phone call here.
DQ time.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow night on Edge live stream.
See y'all.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay.